8 years ago, we were an idea, a dream. Today, Yeshivat Hatid is an integral communal institution saving our community millions of dollars annually. 8 years ago, we were 3 grades, a seed. Today, Yeshivat Hatid educates over 550 students across 12 grades. 8 years ago, we set out to change the landscape of what a Jewish day school could be, a disruptor. Today, Yeshivat Hatid continues to innovate in the field of education as we graduate our first class.
Modern Orthodox families have been struggling with the obligation to pay yeshiva tuition for decades. In 2012, a group of us were crazy enough to think that we could make an impact upon this problem. So we set out to do research. And we quickly discovered that what had been happening in countless industries throughout our lifetime was really the same in education. We could create a better experience for the student at a lower price point. Not only could we make the product more affordable for our parent body, we could actually improve the quality of the education. As we prepare to graduate our first class later this year, we can look back and say that what might have seemed crazy to some 8 years ago, today has proven to be revolutionary.
When we set out to build a disruptive tuition model, we also decided to disrupt on the education side as well. We spent a lot of time researching 21st century educational best practices and ultimately decided upon the rotational model. This model ensured that all of our students would get an individualized learning experience. From the start, our plan was for this model to be replicated across the country and even globally. We're happy to say that dozens of schools have sent people to dig into our financial and educational model, and in fact, there's currently a school in the Old City of Jerusalem that's using our model today. Our goal is to stay at the forefront of education and continuously innovate within the framework of affordability.
When I first learned of Yeshivat Hatid, I was skeptical that it could deliver all that was promised. But when I saw firsthand the dedicated staff and lay leaders, their vision and the drive they had to make this dream into reality, I knew I had to be part of this revolution. And now, here I am, creating futures with everyone in this building. Every teacher and administrator in our family is inspired by our mission. It's not just a job, it's a calling. I'm inspired by our mission and the ways we are improving Jewish education. And I'm excited to share it with future generations.
We decided to send our children to Yeshivat Hatid because we were excited about pioneering a new and unique approach to Jewish education. From the moment we began our research, what we found was an unbelievable community of administrators and staff and visionaries committed to building an incredibly special school.
When we look back over the past 8 years and think about where Hatid started and where we are now, we're incredibly proud of how Hatid has taught our children to think independently, problem solve and work together, skills that will take them far in their professional lives, while at the same time nourishing their souls and immersing them in Torah and Yahadut, instilling in them a deep love of Am Yisrael and Medinat Yisrael that forms the very foundation of their spiritual lives.
We are incredibly grateful to the staff and educators and administration of Yeshivat Hatid for partnering with us in the education of our children. We're thrilled that we made the decision to join this mission from day one and saw it through to the graduation of our daughter. And we've always been incredibly impressed by Hatid's devotion to continuously innovate and grow.
As I look back on the past 8 years, the lessons I've learned, the friendships I've made, and all the experiences I've had, it's all been a part of me reaching my full potential as a student and as a person. Yeshivat Ha'atid will always be a part of me, and my friends and I, as part of the first graduating class, will always be a part of Yeshivat Ha'atid.
We have led the revolution to modernize Jewish education. We have shared it with our students. We have shared it with other institutions. Now, we would like to share it with you. Be a part of our revolution and create the future of Jewish education with us.